Came outside thinking this may be the day we have a clear sky day. And we got this guy up there spraying. Let me see if I can reel him in here. Yeah, he's right about somewhere in there. There he is. Yeah, let me see. I get him on the other side of the trees here. Anyway, today's Thursday, May 28th. And there we got our first sighting of the day. It's around 10:30 in the morning. It's Thursday, May 28th, 2015. Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel. You saw the weather report last night where there was a gap between the trails they were spraying in southern Cali and what has just went by. Western sky, clear, all the way up so far, except for that guy spraying in the horizon. We're gonna let him go for a bit, swing back to the northern sky. Pretty clear, light around that horizon where that soot's still falling. We keep on panning toward the east and we got some cloudoids, so the clear sky day isn't gonna happen. And when I say clear sky day, I mean completely clear with none of this crap. No cartoon clouds built from previous grids. Eastern sky, hazy as hell. You can see it back there. Almost looks like Albuquerque. As I pan in over to the Phoenix area, it's even hazier. But at least they're not actively spraying a lot of friggin' plume. Well, we're back inside. It's about 10:47 on my computer clock. And here is the U.S. satellite radar in real time. It's playing out. And it is in Eastern Daylight Time. So do the math to correspond to the state you're in. I just want to show you what's going on. It looks like possibly a clear sky day. We got a few cloudoids moving in here and there. Just like I had showed you last night. But most of the sky is clear. Got a couple of guys spraying, but nothing with the old plume. It's that intermediate mix. You can see what they're still doing to Texas and through Oklahoma. Look at that. They're just trying to make it nasty for those people. You can see how they're spinning the chemtrails here. These are the jets. When you see them spinning, making curves in the air, that's what these guys are doing. They're flying in right from Nebraska and they're shooting over to the right in a dome. See how they're doming over Iowa and through lower and mid Wisconsin and the southern part of Minnesota. Michigan holding the grid. Northern parts of Indiana and Ohio not getting hit too bad. A little bit of that Canada across from Michigan cleared out. But other than that, you can still see what they're doing here. They're really spraying us. Once this turns white, they got enough soot to make some cloudoids like what they did right there. See, they were spraying and spraying. They got some cloudoids going. They're moving it into California. We'll be back, show you what happens. Enjoy the video. And for all you TV watchers, we got to throw this in here too. This is that bogus Weather Channel report. Again, we're just considered with the condition and the time. And they say it's going to be sunny straight up. So, we're going to see. We're going to go outside and check it out. See what happens today. That's about 11:30 and here they come. They're going to be really covert. They want to keep the sky somewhat clear. We got a silver bullet up there. Blue bottom, silver bullet, spraying some plume. Looks like a blue bottom. Look at it. Look how it comes out of that back tail fin nozzle. See that? They just will not allow us to have one clear day where nobody is spraying. God dang. I'm sure there'll be more. They'll create some wisps or something. We'll see what happens. Well, 12:30, got another guy spraying. So it didn't stop by any means. And I'm going to show you this as I pan down. You can see the cloudoids way in that back horizon. See? I'm going to move it over here in between the trees. So it is not a clear sky day like the weather report has said. Yeah, we got another guy spraying. Did you get him? I don't know if he saw the trail or not. We got the same cast of characters even with no plume or invisible plume that you can't see.
These possibly could be the days that they spray this kind of stuff to give us the illusion that it's a clear sky day, but we may never know the answers until we get down to the bottom of these programs. Just to let you know, we're capturing everything we can. And seconds later, I got this guy who had no plume, and then all of a sudden, right now, he just turned his plumes on and I caught him. See that? Uh-huh. So they're still spraying here and there and everywhere. Look at that plume. Clear sky intermediate mix. It's about 2:30 and we still got a little action up in that sky. See that? Got a guy spraying right up there. As we pan this back, I'm going to show you the other chemtrails that are still sitting out there. Because people think this is a clear sky day. No, it's not. See the chemtrails there? See them? Bring them in there for you. And then cloudoid grid in the background. So it's still not a completely clear sky day. We're grateful for the clear sky that we do have. But nonetheless, they're still spraying. I don't know if you can see this up here, but there is a guy spraying above those wisps. Should be right up in there somewhere. Can't see the sun behind my back in the viewfinder. Wisp over there. Wisps over there. Wisps over there. And look at the wisps over there. People think those are clouds. Friggin' wisps. It's 6 p.m. on Thursday, May 28th. We're just going to show you around a little bit how they made the chemtrails. Chemtrails all on the back of that northern, that's actually the southern horizon. I get those mixed up. Panning around that eastern sky all the way to the northern sky, and I'm just going to push it up there and guess what we got? Probably a silver bullet. Intermediate plume coming out of the back tail fin nozzle as usual. So in any event, this was not a clear sky day by any means. It's about 7 o'clock and we got a guy up there spraying some more. And let me show you this. I'm going to back him off. That's that intermediate mix, but look at this. Look at the plume mess we got up there. We're going to be headed over to Mingus in a bit and give you a good panoramic view of what's going down. Alright, Joseph Clyde, AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, showing you the geoengineering, what they did today on Thursday, March 28, 2015. That's the western sky. Just look at the plume up there. Just look at the chemtrail plume. There's a chemtrail right in there where a guy left a nice little rail. See that right there? Uh-huh. As I pan to the south, you can see the rails already been built. And they just flew in here. Look at the rails. 1, 2. It looks like guitar strings again, like I told you. As I pan back into that southern sky, just look how nasty. Look at the soot on the bottom of that horizon. Look at the haze. Isn't that crazy? As I pan easterly, you can see the soot, but look at this. I don't know if you're picking up on this, but look to the left. You can see the rainbow effect. Look at that rail. See, it goes up. It looks dark. See that underneath that chemtrail? And it's all broken up into one great big wisp as it leads back into that western sky, into that black soot. Look at that soot already falling from the sky. Isn't that nasty? You can imagine how much that shit gets up in your nose. It can't be good, and we know it's not. It's part of the grid broken up back in there. Once cartoon, now kind of a white plasmatic effect. As we pan all the way around, look at this. Way back in there, look at that. Oh, almost looks like a mountain range, but it's not. That's chemtrail plume. Look at that. Wow. As I pan back in the eastern sky, we'll give it a chance to settle down. We'll be back just before dark. Alright, just to show you what we got. You saw what I showed you earlier today, where they brought that in from California. And look what we got here in Arizona. That's what you see in that western sky. See that right there? It all moved in from the west coast, just like I predicted. Over here on that east coast, just like I predicted. All you got to do is follow the trails, people. It's that easy. Remember how they were spinning this over here? Look where it dumped back in. All Illinois is covered now. Indiana's getting covered. Ohio's getting covered. Michigan's getting covered. See how they did that?
Oh my gosh, it's so easy. Just look at the weather report, people. Every day you can see what's happening in your neck of the woods. And I thought I'd add in the weather channel as well. You can see over here at 7 o'clock, again, just the condition and the time is it's sunny, and we saw the chemtrails. It's all sooty. And the rest, they said it's going to be clear. Well, we'll see. We already know they spray at night. We've got documentations of the nighttime grid. Alright, it's a little past 7:30 in the evening Arizona time. Final documentation of the night, unless somebody decides to come by and spray some nasty plume or some other excitement. But here's what we got going. Just the haze, you can see the chemtrails. But look at the separating line between the trails, that pink separated line. Yeah, you know that ain't normal. Okay, I'm gonna pan into the northern sky. You can see the wisps already dissipated in the black soot. They're chemtrails, not clouds. Back over here as I pan even to due north, heading toward to the western sky. Chemtrails and soot and some white grid. That might even look like a cloudoid back there. Nah, it's a chemtrail. And people who don't know the difference between chemtrails and cloudoids, cloudoids are just chemtrails that have been sprayed until it turns into a cloudoid. You know, and just like what I said before, in case somebody comes by, look what we got. Let me see if I can ring him in. He's right above, over here somewhere. Huh. Can't see him, I'm gonna wait, I'll get him, as he heads into the darker sector. But look at, as I move into that west, you get that Medusa effect again. Look at the black soot there. Already turning dark black and just bands of chemical, toxic soot. As I pan upward, I'm gonna see if I can get that guy spraying over top. He's heading right over top of that soot. Gotta get him in there. He's gotta be in there somewhere. He's right above that. Let me see. Camera's focusing funny in the dark, but as I pan over here, more due west, you can see the chemtrail mess. This guy, he just laid a nice little plume in there. See that in there? Look at that right there. Whoop, a little fast. Right in there. See how he broke it apart? Yeah, I'm gonna go back, see if I can get that guy. He's up above that wisp. Let me see. He should be right up in there. I don't know, I don't see him. Huh. There he is. Now I got him. See, there he is. You can see how the plume looks red from the reflection off the soot. As I pan back into that due west, so you can see the Medusa effect right over that mountaintop. Just bands of chemical pollution. And look at this back here is really weird. Maybe this is possibly Nibiru. Because every 3,600 years, look at that. I mean, here's where the sun set. Let me pan it back. The sun set over here. Now how can that be pink over there in the southern sky? Answer me that. Meteorologists, weather people, answer me that. You got an answer? No, of course you don't, because you think these are clouds because you read it off the government script that they give you. Now as I pan back into the eastern sky, soot, haze, the whole kit and caboodle. Well, anyways, we're going to sign off for the night. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.